From One Biloxi Square in Fort Worth, Texas, Studio A is where we're at.
Yeah.
For the Grandpa and Pappy Show, as we welcome in everyone for a brand new week. Hope you had a great weekend.
Don't come around here playing no boogie.
It was a beautiful weekend around here. There was some light showers on Saturday, but otherwise very nice and sunny. And warm.
For a change.
For a change, yeah. Especially look back about, 3.5 weeks ago now?
Ooh.
Minus temperatures.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that was something I will never forget.
A lot of folks are losing their hedges and trees and stuff like that from the main thrust of the Arctic blast that we had. I think we have one out in front of our house that is a little sick, but I think it'll come back. I hope.
My big bucket of aloe vera that Sherry gave us. It didn't make it.
It didn't do any good.
You know, it looks so good.
Hey, we welcome you in. We thank you for taking time out of your day.
Welcome aboard.
I want to start off the program by saying hello to everyone in Orange County, California.
Salute.
Our great client, Bridget Goddard, out there, who is moving to Texas, has gotten a lot of folks out there to start watching the Grandpa and Pappy Show, and they're very conservative out there. So we welcome you in, and we hope you'll take part in our shows in the future. So
appreciate all the kudos.
Absolutely.
And welcome aboard, everybody.
Hey, we've got a good program for you today, a topic that got a lot of you to talking and sharing opinions and your viewpoints and letting us hear your voice and what you thought about it. Of course, last Wednesday, Pappy, the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, lifted the mandate on having to wear masks in the state of Texas.
Wow.
And also said that businesses could go back to 100% capacity. But he also left a thing in there that said if businesses want to continue to have folks wear masks in their business, that is their right.
Pro-choice.
As it should be. That's freedom.
Thank you, Goob.
So if you have gone out over the weekend to perhaps go have a drink at your friendly bar, or maybe go out to eat at your favorite restaurant, and some of them ask you to wear your mask, I hope you complied. Or if you did not want to, I hope you found another place where they didn't require.
We're no longer required at our local field office establishment either. So
That's true.
Employees are still wearing them.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
that's
silly.
That's a company thing,
That's
you know.
silly.
So
Silly.
hey, you got to respect it.
Silly.
Yeah. But let's dive right in and see what
let's
you
do that.
guys had to say. Our topic today is to wear or not to wear a mask.
That is the question.
That is your freedom.
That's right.
Yes, sir. You can either do it or not.
There you
So
go.
let's see what you guys had to say, and thank you so much for diving in and giving us your opinions. We're still getting them in,
I know
Pappy,
it.
and of course we have a deadline to when we have to cut off the comments that make the show because of transcribing.
You guys need to keep that in mind. He works real hard at transcribing our Facebook page into a show script. So get your ideas and opinions and show topic ideas and all that good stuff in early. You know, that way you can get them in.
Well, heck, we may have enough to do another show. You never
That
know.
way we may want to talk about you too.
Well, let's see what you guys had to say. Donna Briggs Moss said, living in Florida, but if it is lifted here, I will continue wearing mine. If it makes one person feel safer, then it has done the job. And there again, there's personal freedom.
A good
If
way to
you
look
want to
at
continue
it.
to wear it, yeah.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
Christine Wiley said, we haven't ever worn them. And Brandon Cummings said, I rarely wear one to begin with. Kit Rudd says, I didn't wear it before, and no sense in starting it now.
Well, there you go.
Go kid to just get on that damn pony and go out in the middle of nowhere.
That's
I'm
true.
done with that.
And of course, more and more folks are getting the coronavirus vaccine. I know Special K and I have ours scheduled for this coming Friday morning. So
I didn't think he was going to take the shot.
well, we thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and I really was torn. I really was.
Well, that's where I'm at. Helen hadn't killed over yet, nor has Aunt Lou or anybody else I know that's had one. So.
But it's going to get to the point where you're not going to be able to travel or do anything unless you have proof that you've taken the vaccine. So,
ain't it so?
A couple of our kids have encouraged us to take it, so we're going to break down and take it.
I'll probably be a refugee in my own great state of Texas for a little longer.
Chris Schomburg said, yes, I'm 68, a high risk, and I have not been able to get a vaccine yet. Jennifer Hoopengarner Thomas said, no, I've already had it, so why should I wear it?
By God.
Well, there you go.
Alice Harvey from Emory said, sometimes according to how crowded the situation.
I can understand that.
And Doug Stratton said, I never wore one. James White says it'll depend on what situation is facing me. So.
And that's true, too. I mean, you stop and think about it. As we read these comments, you'll see a lot of people have put their heads together and really thought this thing out. Misty Rivia Ellis said, nope, I'm sick of it. I can't breathe in it. It fogs up my glasses and annoys the hell out of me. I like to smile and see people smile. I'm hard of hearing and I read people's lips. It's hard to understand others with that thing on as well.
That'd probably put a kink in the situation if you're a lip reader.
What did you say? What? I mean, come on, what did you say?
Your lips move, but I cannot hear what you're saying, man. Mitchell Wiley said both of my grandparents are elderly, with some being in a frail condition. I will wear one around them for fear of transmitting something to them.
Good point.
It could be COVID or the flu, but I will. I think common sense should guide you on that. There's those two words. Yeah. Otherwise, I will not wear it. So
there you go.
You know, and that's interesting. That's out of respect. Good for you, Mitchell. But you know, and I don't know. You know, Aunt Lou. I have an aunt that lives here locally that's just turned 90 years old, and of course she's got something to be in fear of, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
So, but she went and got her 2 shots, but she's still thinking about how she gets out and about, you know.
Sure, when you get on up in age, I'm sure you do think about that.
Yeah, and good for you, Mitchell. That's a good way to be.
Absolutely. Cassie Terry agreed with Misty Ellis by saying, yes, me too. I end up either having to take off my glasses or pulling the mask under my nose for the fog to go away so that I can see. I'm the same way. I lip read, so this has been extremely hard for me. When I can't see people's mouths moving, I can't hear them.
By God.
Well, there you are.
That's right. Well said, Cass. Brett Barker said, yes, I work in restoration and I see too much of it.
Excuse me.
Chris Vanover says, I do. Taking care of parents means protecting them from COVID, but Barton Taylor, Brent Hardy, and Jerry Williamson all said no to the mask. Ken Stevens said nope, and I haven't been. So, you know,
there are some that have never worn them.
I know. Well, I wear them when required.
Yes,
and you know, we get out and about a lot.
Yeah,
you know, and I ain't got no stinking.
I know Karen and I,
eyes.
we're real estate agents. When we're not doing this, and a lot of folks require you to wear a mask inside of their home, so we have to make sure we respect that.
Yeah.
But other than that, we don't.
Well, I don't have a problem with anybody wearing a mask if that's what they want to do, but they should not have a problem with me not wearing one.
Yeah, I agree, Pappy. I agree.
I won't sneeze your way, I promise.
Marcy Williams Hicks said no. The effects of fear and lack of faith is worse than any disease could ever be. Ginger Lynch also said no. I rarely wear one anyway. And Chad Cooper says, not unless it's required to enter places I work at.
There you go. Harold Dixon said each person should do as he or she feels necessary. For me, I still use my mask and spray until I'm certain I'm not spreading anything to my friends. That's my code. Tim Adcock says, I will only if the business requires it, but Deborah Bell said yes, because I want to and I can.
Yeah.
That's a by guide right there.
There you go.
You go, little girl.
There you go.
That's right. That's
Bob Baker said, I can't
choice.
continue to do something I wasn't doing in the first place.
That's right.
Stephen W. Crenshaw said, I was home in February and wouldn't wear it then or now.
I don't blame him for not wearing one now. He lives halfway up the side of a volcano in the main island of Hawaii. So
Well, there you go.
he just want to be free, by God.
Let me ask Special K over there. What is your feeling on it? I mean, you're hearing what people say here, and what we're saying. What is your feeling on it?
Well, I will only wear it if it's required. I haven't been wearing it at the house, and I will wear it around elderly people that need it. Of course, I'm elderly, but I don't think I am anyway. That's beside the point. But I don't wear the mask unless it's required. Period.
And that's the way it is.
By God.
Okay. Well, thank you.
And we won't say anything about your age, okay?
And not if you want to live.
That's right. She doesn't tattle on herself anyway.
That's all right.
Kyle Beamer said, I think it is a matter of choice. For me, I won't wear one unless the business I want to enter is requiring it. Mm-hmm. It's their choice and my choice. If a business decides to require a mask and I don't want to wear one, I won't go in there because I won't disrespect their decision to require them.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, that's a logical way to look at it. That's what we were talking about when we opened up the show.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Well, we're going to take a quick break right here, and we're going to be back with more of your opinions. But first of all, let's take a time out for this, and we'll be right back.
When selling your home, you could take all the photos yourself. But if you have a RE/MAX agent,
Guys, how are you?
they know a team of experts who will get the job done right.
And we are back. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be with us today.
Yeah.
Got some good shows coming up in the near future, and we invite you to join us in making your voices heard.
That's right.
On the topics that we'll be covering in the near future.
We're listening.
And yes, we are, Pappy. We are listening. Back to what you guys were saying. Charlie George says, I never have and I never will, but I'm convinced there are some who will be wearing one in their casket. Only a conditioning tool for more to come. Put one in the ground who defended my freedom and will not disrespect his sacrifice by becoming a sheeple.
There you go.
And again, it is unlawful and breaks the Civil Rights Act of 1964 if anyone is truly interested in real requirements.
That's right.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah. Billy J. Thomas said, yes, I have to over a kidney transplant. John Miller also said, yes, my age combined with some health issues guide my decision to do so. But others are free to go mask-free if they wish. Lisa Vasquez Trevino also said, yes, she will.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And as you can see, I mean, just from the comments we've read so far from you guys, would you say it's probably about 60-40?
Yeah.
Of not wearing?
It'd be safe. It'd be a safe over and under, I think.
But the main underlying thing here is you have the freedom to decide whether you want to wear one or not to wear one.
In our state, that is.
In our state. And thank you, Governor Abbott, for that. I appreciate that.
Ironsides come through, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
By God.
Marla Purley said, I have not been wearing one now unless I go to the doctor and have to. So I will respect the place I go to that, or the place that I go to that feels like I need to. It's their choice also. True.
Yeah.
Jerry Blum said, only if the businesses require it.
There you go. Ken Mason said, nope, and I do not wear a mask now. But Mike Tanner says he will. I have a severe case of asthma, so yes, I'll wear a mask in the stores. Deidre Tedford Smith said, I will for a while.
Well, there you go. I mean, and that's choice.
And see, and I have restricted breathing. I've got breathing problems anyway.
Sure.
So I wear mine under my nose.
Yeah.
I'm damn a bunch of foggy glasses. It's foggy enough. It's foggy enough out there through these eyes anyway.
And it's
I don't need any additional fog.
We were at the field office late yesterday after we got through working.
Yeah.
And we went in, and the place was pretty full, and nobody was wearing a mask in there with the exception of the wait
employees.
staff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
they're mask free now.
Yeah, yeah. So and you could tell people were enjoying themselves a lot more. I mean, there was 2 tables. Both of them were celebrating birthdays, and they had quite a few family members or friends there with them. So the tables were pretty full.
We must have just missed you guys.
And that's what they said. You hadn't been gone really that long.
We stayed for the guy that had a heart attack right by the front door.
What?
Come and hauled his big butt off. He just got out of the hospital over a heart attack. So he goes to Applebee's and decides to have another.
Good Lord, I didn't know about that one.
Well,
We hope you're doing
I'm
well.
going to try that out on my next bar tab.
Well, there you go. Richard Ramirez said, I am sick and coughing a lot, so I will wear one.
Yeah.
Ruth Ann Rutherford said, yes, she will too. James White said, I guess I will continue wearing mine for a while to see where it all goes.
Yeah.
I don't particularly want to wear it, but I feel bad for those who are susceptible to illnesses.
Well, I mean, we're all different in some form or matter. And Richard Ramirez, man, I hadn't seen your name in a long time, brother.
Yeah, it has been a while.
He lives down south. If that's the Richard Ramirez I'm thinking about.
Richard, here's to you, brother.
Yeah, he's down in Port Arthur, Corpus, Rockport area. So
Outstanding.
good hearing from you, brother.
Absolutely.
Stay in touch with us.
Absolutely.
Sam Pearl says, I've only worn one in extreme situations in Amarillo. I see a high degree of compliance in the Metroplex. We went to Bill Bob's to see my cousin's show, and it was no mask required. I'm assuming he's talking about Billy Bob's.
Yeah.
I was slightly uncomfortable threading the crowd when we left, so I'm not 100% yet, but I do see an explosion of activity coming. People are fed up.
Yeah, and I think that's the bottom line. People are fed up with being told what they can, what they can't do. And the World Health Organization, they just can't make up their mind from one day to the next.
God
what
bless
you
them if
should
we
do.
all found out it was a scam, you know?
On what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And we heard this morning on Newsmax that Dr. Fauci said, well, I'm not so sure that recent statistics doesn't say we don't have to be 6 feet apart, but now you can be 3 foot apart. Well, there you go. Hey, Fauci, quit smoking the wacky tobacco.
Yeah, also-
Just get the facts straight, would you?
Right.
Golly.
Just
Kimberly,
do your job.
yeah. Kimberly Smith Hogg said, nope. I've only worn one a few times anyway.
Yeah?
I have to wear it at the doctor's, though. Jenny Barnett gave a resounding hell no. I'm not wearing it.
Hell no.
Not no, but
Oh,
hell no.
look here. Our buddy Crawdaddy Crawford Young says, we never were wearing the mask for ourselves. It was for the elderly and the vulnerable. We don't wear a mask to filter our air. We wear it to keep up your cough and sneeze clouds from traveling 6 feet. Someone else from walking into it in the store, therefore possibly transmitting the disease. And I think he's on something here.
Well, there you go.
I keep my immune system pretty strong, so I will not wear it unless required. Hell, once the chain is broke, it's broke. That's well said, Crawdaddy.
Crawford, you're scaring me, man. You're
Well
coming up with
said.
some really good stuff here lately.
What you got, Keyword?
Well, the chain has already been broken because we're letting the immigrants in through the border with COVID.
Yeah.
And so the chain's already broke,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
So
here-
wherever they're shipping them to,
Yeah.
have fun.
Well, it's just like the damn flu, though. I mean, it'll go full circle, and
Yeah.
Back-
And
back
Sleepy
around
Joe,
again,
you
you
and
know.
the Democrats up there in Washington, D.C., you have no clue what's going on down here in Texas. Now, I'm going to tell you something here, just personally. You letting all these people come across the border, some of them have tested positive for COVID, and your orders are to, okay, let them go.
yep.
Now Texas is not having to mandate wearing your masks, and if COVID spikes, it's not fodder for you Democrats to say this is not over. It is your fault for exposing everybody. So keep that in mind. Put that in your hat and wear it.
They're certainly contributing to the pandemic, and the spread of it. Well said, pandemic. I don't understand that.
I don't either. I have no clue sometimes what these people are thinking up in Washington, D.C., and really I don't care.
I'm about
They
to,
are
I'm
about
about to that
stupid.
point too.
They are about as
to
stupid as
that
you can
point
get.
myself.
Kyle Beamer said, I think it's a matter of choice. For me, I won't wear one unless a business I want to enter is requiring it. It is their choice and my choice. We've already read that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, brother.
All right, move on.
Jessica Davis.
Jessica Davis during.
Get way off.
Yeah, well. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. I thought I'd flipped the page, but I
That's okay.
didn't. Forgive me.
It's okay, honey. We'll take you back to the home.
Really, there's
right
only
after the
coffee
show.
in my cup, trust me. Jessica Davis Duran said, I don't wear a mask unless I have to, like at a doctor's appointment.
Right.
I'm having surgery on the 30th and have lots of appointments before and after, so I will for sure be wearing one. But Michelle Motley Smith said no, and I will never get the vaccine either.
By God, I'm right there with you, Michelle. I'm gonna wait to see if everybody falls over. Think about it. Veronica Ortega said no and yes because I don't like them, and yes, if an establishment requires me to do so, I will. Lori Steele says yes, I teach every kid in my school. I have a responsibility to my students, their families, co-workers, and their families, and a few folks I see outside of work. I am also not performing for the same reason. I can take chances with being unknowingly exposed and bring it to school.
Well, there you go.
What kind of performer are you?
I don't know. She probably does a little picking and
A
grinning.
little picking and grinning. Well,
Yeah.
give us a little taste.
Yeah, there you go.
We're always looking for music.
Julia Everett, G.W. Rutledge, and Johnny Northcutt all said no to wearing the mask. Brad Bates said never have and never will. Ronnie Barnett said only when I feel it is warranted.
By God, yeah.
There you go. Another one.
Nona McDonald said, I don't want other people sneezing on me from 72 feet away. Why are we taking shots again? Just saying. But Donna Tote said, yes, I have health issues that make it wise to do so.
And Donna, we
There
hope
you
you do very well.
Well, there again, common sense.
Common sense,
If you
yeah,
need
there
it,
you
go get it. If you don't worry about it.
Lyric Chapman says, I have not I have not worn a face diaper since this whole thing started.
Face diaper.
Yeah, I love that. I bought some and soon realized that when I wore them, I got dizzy. So I carried on my pinky finger just in case someone said something, but no one ever did.
It's very seldom. I mean, I've been known to do that. Jerry Yates said, I don't wear one now and haven't worn one. I was locked in this house with my wife and mother that had COVID and actually tried to get it. Never did catch it, nor did my 11-year-old son. I'm positive the only reason I didn't catch it was that I never got tested.
Well, there you go.
Huh.
Lindsay Rogers Hardy said yes, at least inside.
Yeah.
As a special needs teacher, I'm not taking any chances until I am fully vaccinated.
There you go.
Billy Strange said, I'm still being forced to at TSTC. Other than that, I will not wear it.
By God.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. So he's a student, so yeah, I guess all students have to wear them. Huh?
Yep.
Vicky Landis Latham said, yes, I will. I have a semi-compromised immune system due to 2 strokes back in 2017. Wearing a mask has actually helped me in not having any allergy issues or sinus infections. My work is also continuing to wear them. Lisa Seeley said, I have to at work, and Glenda Jackson said, yes, because I simply want to. So,
Well, there you go. That's your
There
choice.
you have it.
Absolutely. I love the freedom. At least we have the freedom.
yeah, enjoy it while it's there. Yeah.
Yeah. Krista Marie Cornstubble said, I don't have to. I won't. Everyone wears masks at work, and no one is allowed in our store without one.
Yeah.
I still managed to get sick 2 months ago. All that did was reinforce my opinion that masks do not work. Then there are people trying to push the vaccine off on others. My sister-in-law and other family members chose to get vaccinated and got violently ill.
Yeah.
I will not be getting vaccinated. The only thing that makes sense that is working is we are more aware of our hygiene.
Habits. Yeah. You know, Christina,
That's good. That's good. Wash your hands.
she lives down in Rockport.
Yeah.
She's a friend of the family. But yeah, you're right. You're right. It's the only thing that makes sense. Kind of brought that
Full circle.
Kind of like the big snowstorm we had.
Yeah.
Think I've got insulated underwear now? You betcha.
You betcha.
Doug Gressett said yes, if it's required by businesses, as it's their right to refuse service, otherwise less than before, for sure. And it's always the right of businesses to refuse service or sales if that's what they want. Don't argue with them. If you want to do business with them, then comply with the rules. Otherwise, go shopping somewhere else.
That's exactly
well
right.
said.
No shoes, no mask, no service.
That's right. Well, there were a tremendous amount of opinions submitted to us, but too many to get into our showtime.
Yeah.
But thanks to all of you for submitting.
Yeah, there again, get them in early. You got something on your mind you want to say, send it. Don't wait. I mean, we enjoy going through these things and put them on the show.
We sure do. Thank you very much for taking time to send it in.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at some of the viewer comments we got in this past week.
Right.
Jason Morrow said our show on the debt skyrocketing was right. How are we going to repay all that money the Democrats are wanting to spend? My God, doesn't anyone in Washington, D.C. have a brain?
It's not required.
It's not required.
Apparently.
Get them some Cracker Jacks. And maybe there'll be one in the box.
Oh, Lordy me. Lisa Chapman commented on a show on gender equality via YouTube that this is simply part of the depopulation endeavor. It's a distraction. If everyone is focusing over here, they pull it off over there. That's right. If they get enough kids to transgender, that keeps the population down. Yeah, she got a point.
Got a point.
The big, what is it? The big 2.5 percentile people have a summit meeting every year. Bill Gates slams a gavel and talks about world population needs to be down to 500 million.
Yeah, right. That's a lot of dead people. James McBride said he watched our show on minimum wage and Social Security.
Yeah.
He says whether or not the minimum wage is raised, Social Security amounts should raise anyway.
Yep.
It is tough enough for senior citizens to make it in today's world with what they get now.
You're preaching to the choir, brother.
There you go, brother.
Yeah. P.J. Mason said, I watched a show with my son Marcus that concerned illegals on our southern border. I believe Governor Abbott should activate the Texas Guard to help guard our state from massive crossings, regardless of what the idiots in Washington say, and he has already done that.
Yes.
With an equal amount of DPS agents.
Yes, he has. And finally today, Bridget Goddard, our client out in California that Karen and I have.
Yeah.
We just helped her secure a home here in Fort Worth. Said she just watched her first Grandpa and Pappy show, and she absolutely loves it. And in a follow-up text, she told us she's getting a lot of people out in Orange County watching the Grandpa and Pappy show.
Well, Bridget, we appreciate your support and welcome aboard. And all you folks up in Orange County,
Salute.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Hey, if you have an idea or a suggestion for a show, or if you just want to comment on anything that you have heard us say, simple to do it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is send it to our email address, right over my shoulder, grandpaandpappy@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or
another way you can go about doing that is key in www.grandpaandpappy.com. It's grandpa with the letter N and pappy.com. There you'll see a big red button that says that. That's what it says. Push it and subscribe.
we'd love to have you.
It won't cost you one little red penny.
That's exactly right.
We'd love having you aboard. While you're there, you've got access to our Facebook podcast show page, or you got Twitter, Instagram. Use them.
Go on our Facebook group page, and you can see most of the comments before they even air here on the Grandpa and Pappy Show.
Absolutely.
Unedited.
I like unedited.
It's been a lot of fun today. A great topic. Thank you guys very much for your opinions and what you had to say. We thank you so much for joining us. We have another show coming up for you on Friday.
Yeah.
And we want you to join us for that. We've got a great topic that we're going to be talking about. We're going to let you tell us about President Biden's speech last Thursday.
I did not watch it, Speedy.
Well, I forgot to watch it. No, I did watch it. But anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we hope you'll join us for that.
Yeah, you guys have an awesome week.
Until we see you again, we always tell you to hug your kids and let them know you love them.
Let them know they're well loved right here at Grandpa and Pappy 2 Show. By God.
Until we see you back on Friday,
That's right.
Pappy and I say so long for now. God bless you. God bless America. And take care of one another.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.